Season 3, episode 3 was supposed to be episode 1 of season 3. We're gonna get it this Sunday, and we're gonna look at the preview here, and I'm gonna go shot by shot looking at previews, trying to understand what's going on, what directions are they going into. If any guy you guys see anything, just leave me a comment, and hopefully like and subscribe, and let's get to this. Let's see what's going on here. Boom.
All eyes look to me now. Must justify my father's faith in me. Rule as he would have wished.
At any rate, we must begin.
There is none yet to control the...
In the matter of the bed,
Your resources are small and your hazards are many.
Rhaenyra Targaryen, he's a claimant to the throne. You're going to have to kill him.
you may not rule and remain yourself. There is in you a door that must shut. You will do things that your heart would have recoiled from.
I dispute that I must become what I am not.
Time will tell.
Yes. We gonna get it. We're going to get this episode, and let's start with the saying of what they're saying. Here obviously,
All eyes look to me now.
she's still looking for approval from her father, even though her father has passed away. I want to know something. Have they given her father King Viserys the proper send away? I don't think I don't believe he's been have had a funeral service or a funeral ceremony the Targaryen ways. So um, you know, she's gonna be there looking for her father's approval to she was the correct person, as you can see, just for her to keep continuing the realm the way it was, peacefully, right? But she wasn't peacefully because the transition was not that. Um,
Must justify my father's faith in me. Rule as he would have wished.
At any rate, we must.
here Damon's telling her, hey, we got to start. We got to start ruling. There's no time to stop, right?
Begin.
There is none yet to control the...
In the matter of the bed.
So now she's king, right? Now she's well, not king, but now she's the queen of the realm, right? And all these issues that one don't think about. Um, it's kind of amazing because you know, uh, in politics, when the president is gonna get his first night or his first day in the White House when becomes president, they only got a certain amount of time to be able to change all that, right? I think they only get about 4 hours where they have to paint, change rugs, change the furniture, and all this, and as the president, you have a transition team, right? But here, seems like everything is gonna be on her. Everything is gonna be on um, Queen Rhaenyra. So he's gonna have to make these decisions quick, fast and quick. So, and on top of that, she's there thinking about how does she make her father, making sure that she's there. She's the one that should have been chosen, right?
Your resources are small and your hazards.
Obviously the resources, they're talking about money there, and a lot of money went into this war, and in the books we find that where the money is. I'm not sure if they're going to commentate in this here, but most of the gold that was that was set for King's Landing it's not in King's Landing. Pretty much half of the gold is not there. Obviously, there's no cats in King's Landing because remember, Otto Hightower had cats to be able to take care of the rats in King's Landing at their um what is it, um mouse and cheese, um the mouse and cheese event.
How many?
Yeah. So looking here, like we're gonna get another battle here. Yeah, so we see the High Tower is getting prepared for war. Um, and you see there Damon by himself, waiting for Otto Hightower to show up.
Darren Targaryen.
You know, what we see is two dragons, maybe three if it's in the background there. Damon is probably mentioning about the Darion, the the third child of Queen Alicent, which has claimed to be um, to sit in the iron chair. So that's why he's saying that he has to be eliminated.
Claimant to the throne.
Now I don't believe this is the person. I think this is what do they call it? A decoy person that's there that he auto the the high towers are using. I think we saw that person in the first in the first episode. When when he sniffed whatever he was sniffing on that bottle. Um, but yeah, it kind of looks like it's it's getting there. So let's continue here.
You're going to have to kill him.
So that's another threat, right? That's another threat for Rhaenyra. This is that the dances go. Obviously, um, Darion has a dragon is and right how experienced of a dragon rider is he? We don't know because obviously this is the first time we're seeing here, and um this feast here, we're seeing Rhaenyra knowing all the people that were loyal to her that kept her. The part of the people that were stuck in the dungeons and released, and people that saw her whack beheaded Otto Hightower.
You may not.
You know, uh, is it here where she starts losing herself? Thinking maybe they're gonna poison her, and she's not fit to rule. Um, but um, you know, hopefully they have a better transition than they did in Game of Thrones of how madness if she goes mad, um, in it, right?
Rule and remain yourself. There is in you a
Now here you see her, Allison, telling her about, how she's gonna not like what she's doing as queen. And now here's, we see them together, in bed. Um, right. So, is is a baby being, a baby and a dragon being hatched here, maybe in the future, right?
door that must shut. You will do.
You know, out with the old and with the new, right? All the green stuff has to go away. The black stuff, with the dragon, obviously is gonna be the, what, 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 what they're gonna have to put. Maybe here is where you know, they they become knights. Um, and Party Damon's the one that's gonna be able to see them. As you can see, that we still got the gold cloaks there. And I want to say something. I didn't mention it in my video before, but that part where he goes, "Who dares um try us in our own house?" I mean, I probably said the wordy, but that was some query, right? That was some good stuff. Where it's like we must protect this house, right? And who's gonna challenge up me in my house? Because this is the house that his ancestors built, right? And now he's going there and doing what he has to do, right? He's having a Targaryen, a true Targaryen, in the Iron, in the Iron, in the Iron Throne.
Things that your heart would have recoiled from.
Here we go. Out with the old, in with the new stuff. Probably anything that's green, anything that resembles anything that the Greens put in there. It's not like, and remember, they didn't recognize. She didn't recognize her home last time she was there to witness the last feast that her father had before he passed away. She mentions that, so now it's up to her. Like I say, it's a different administration, a different queen now is going to be the one that's going to put up the decorations.
I dispute that I must become what I'm not.
As you can say, she's gonna be something that she's not, right? Maybe she doesn't want to be that person that rules. Think about the kings that we've had, that we've seen. Okay, the Baratheons, who all he liked to do was hunt, right? And that's pretty much it. And whoever his hand was the person that made the decision, and that was the end of the story, right? Then we got Jeffrey, and Jeffrey obviously was puppet with his mom, with Cersei and everyone else, you know. And then we have Tommen, right? Who Marjorie and Cersei were breaking apart. So now, how is she gonna rule, right? She's gonna be something that she doesn't want to do, right? Make the decisions that maybe she doesn't want to take, and they're gonna expect her to be able to do it. A and again, we saw in the previously, right? Aegon has to be there, sitting um, on the Iron Throne and making the decision that he has to. Even Brad, for example, was another person that was responsible, and when when he was the only Stark that stayed in Winterfell, right? He was the one that has to hear everybody's issue, and Ludwig was the one that gave him counsel of what to do. So they didn't want to do that, right? I mean, you just want to sit in that chair, but you really don't want to be responsible for that.
Time will tell.
Yeah, time will tell. Let's see. Here. All right, so that was the end of it. All right. So, I mean, you guys tell me. I have something I want to tell.
The battle doesn't just end with Jace's death.
I want to. I want to. I want to be able to say something in here. I'm thinking that why they at the I think we're gonna have 4 seasons of House of the Dragons, but I think after they finish the season, I think they need to make a Hour of the Wolf movie. I'm not saying a series. Maybe you know um, an hour and a half of the Hour of the Wolf. I think that's a great story that they have to interpret to see the outcome of the aftermath of all this in the Dance of the Dragons. So it's something that I think that they should be able to um, put it in there, out there, let them know, what's going, what's happening here. Man, I mean, how great it is. I don't know if you guys been up to the World Cup. I mean, the status of the World Cup, the games have been intense. The last 2 games, really 3. I mean, all 3 games have been great in the knockout stage. And today, but let me know who you're cheering if you're watching the World Cup by any chance. Then what is it? Wednesday, we get the season premiere of the X-Men '97. I'll do a breakdown video of it. I mean, that's great, great series out there. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, just like and subscribe. I mean, obviously, I'll make a video Wednesday, and if anything comes up, anything comes up that you guys see in the future, just like and subscribe. All right, thank you.